The following program is rated MA and may contain themes that may not be appropriate for all viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
On the block, hip-hop trendsetters, the school of hard knocks and that attitude era. Yeah, I just wanted to be one of the best, holding the mic as I'm yelling out D-Generation X. I will remember it. I never forget it. We've come a pretty long way. There's so much I can say. It's never really gone away.
We are hot off the heels of one of the hottest SummerSlams in recent memory. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the Raw Patrol with your host, Chris Best here. And I'm flying solo this week. Just taking a look right now at the, what happened between Dom, Liv, and Rhea. What a finish to that match. What a show. What a pay-per-view SummerSlam was. Folkster, it's great to see you. Sorry, I'm just trying to set up something over here. Folkster, glad to have you in the house here. Tell me, brother, did you get a chance to watch SummerSlam, and what did you think of everything that happened? Agreed, 100%. Bulkster, SummerSlam was excellent. I mean, Bulkster, I guess you had yourself a little bit of a party at your home, saying both him and his cousin and his friend thought it was great. Right now they're showing when Finn turned on Damian at the pay-per-view. Now we're back inside the venue. We're back here. They're at Baltimore, in Baltimore, Maryland tonight. We see Liv and Dom walking arm in arm inside the arena. And we got Damian. Oh, Damian Priest is here too. We've also got our Intercontinental Champion, Braun Breaker, making his way in. And Drew McIntyre, there's in the building as well. Bulkster coming in saying, if you remember last year, Damian caused Finn to lose. I don't really remember last year's SummerSlam, to be honest with you. We've got Ludwig Kaiser's in the middle of the ring right now. Ludwig Kaiser, of course, introducing our World Heavyweight Champion Gunther. Kaiser's also going to match a little later on tonight against Sheamus and Bobby Stotts. How is it going? Really can't help but wonder who will be the first one to step up to Gunther and try to take that World Heavyweight title from him. This first hour is commercial free, by the way. Bobby Stotts coming in and saying Gunther and Ludwig Kaiser are great together. Yeah, they are good. They are good together. But it feels like it's been a while since we saw Kaiser and Gunther sharing a ring. Gunther just looks fantastic with that title. Whoa, okay. This is intriguing. We've got Randy Orton from SmackDown making his way to the ring. I'm not sure what to make of this. I didn't expect Randy Orton to be the one coming in and interrupting Gunther. I really kind of thought Randy would get a little bit more involved in the Bloodline stuff, given he did come out to help Cody in the Bloodline Rules match on Saturday. I mean, Randy's bringing up some really good points here. The finish to the King of the Ring was a bit on the controversial side. It's a pretty big comparison, Orton. Comparing Gunther and Orton to Flair and Steamboat. I mean, don't get me wrong, those two. I mean, Gunther and Randy could put on a great match, but I don't know if that's to me that's a very big comparison. Just as Bobby Stats is saying right here, but Randy Orton will be a decent opponent, a great opponent for Gunther, and I kind of agree with you on that one, Bobby. But again, Flair and Steamboat was just on a whole other level, and it's a little bit difficult to compare yourself to a match like that. So Gunther has accepted Randy Orton's challenge. The question is, when and where will this match take place? Okay, thank you very much, Michael Cole, for clarifying that. They're going to be fighting at Bash in Berlin. My bad. I realize that leads. I didn't hear that part of the promo. And now we're looking at a video package detailing Roman's return Sunday night or Saturday night at SummerSlam. We're gonna look. We're gonna have a deeper look at that package a little later on tonight. Also tonight, 6-man tag action. Man, Chad Gable, the Creed brothers, the Wyatt Sicks. That's the match I'm looking forward to tonight. I mean, oh God, I cannot wait. I really cannot wait. I think that's going to be the one that ends the show tonight, and I think that's the way you should go with this this episode of Raw. As we're getting an overhead look of the city of Baltimore. Oh, Sheamus now hanging out in the gorilla position with Jackie Redmond here. Oh, I think we are ready for a banger, Sheamus, because that's what we are going to get. I do believe he did say he was going to swing Kaiser around like a human kendo. Well, I would swing Kaiser around like a human kendo stick, but he tried to say Ken doll, and it just came out sounding like kendo. Oh, look at that. Right off the bat, brawling. Sheamus. Kaiser obviously hanging around at ringside for Gunther for this match. I expect this match to be nothing short of just a knockdown, drag out brawl. Bobby Stotts coming out and saying, I would love Ludwig Kaiser to challenge for the WWE Intercontinental Championship at Bash in Berlin. I think that would be an interesting match, but I still think it could be Ilya Dragunov that steps up. And Leeds coming in saying, I see they got rid of the ref cam. I think the ref cam was only meant for the pay-per-view on Sunday anyways, Leeds. Barely into this match, and the referee's already signaling for some medical help here, but I bet Kaiser's faking everything. What did I tell you guys? He definitely was faking everything. All right, back to the action here. Sorry, I had to take a moment there, but Kaiser once again still kind of dominating on Sheamus right now, which is kind of surprising. Referee initiating that 10 count. I wonder if Sheamus is going to be able to get in there or not. Up to a count of 7. Got a count of 8 now. And of course, Sheamus rolling in at the 9 count. Kaiser thought he had it, thought he had the win, had his arm raised, everything like that. And then the look of disappointment on his face was just awesome. And now Kaiser just striking Sheamus with anything and everything on his body, anything he can. And Sheamus, I don't know, this Red Sheamus's chest is looking after the beating that Kaiser's been giving him so far. And now taking a page out of Sheamus's book with those clubs across the chest. Uh-oh. Sheamus is definitely not happy about that. And Kaiser going to work on that knee, taking his head down, going for that 3 count. Programming note for everybody: Raw returns to the USA Network next week, obviously 8 p.m. Eastern. That's programming note for you people in the States. Up here in Canada, it's been on 360 since the entire time. Got to wonder with Sheamus's issues with Pete Dunne, if we see Pete Dunne somehow make an appearance in this match later at some point. And Sheamus hits that white noise, and there's the 1-2. Oh, Kaiser kicked out. I kind of thought that was going to be it. And Bobby Stats is coming in with our main event update, saying Ivy Nile is going to be on the show. Ivy Nile did one of the tapings tonight, and she took on one half of the tag team champions, Alba Fire, the women's tag team champions, I should say. And now Sheamus. Oh, Sheamus was looking to do the clubs on the chest, but Kaiser got ahead of him and wrung his neck across that top rope. Now, one thing I'd like to ask everybody out there, as we're watching Sheamus and Kaiser slap the taste out of each other's mouths, what are you guys mostly looking forward to on tonight's Raw? And Sheamus just laying in those clubs to the chest right now. He finally got Kaiser in that position. Oh, look, there's Pete Dunne trying to come out with the shillelagh and tried to crack Sheamus with it. Sheamus ducking out of the way, though. And Sheamus just drilled a knee right into Pete Dunne's face. However, Kaiser hits that enziguri. Gets a 2 count only. Sheamus is still Sheamus is not going to go down to an enziguri. That's just not going to happen. And now Kaiser cannot figure out what he needs to do to defeat Sheamus. Bro kick there, and I think this is it for Kaiser. Yeah, there it is. 3 count. Sheamus takes the win. Bobby Sats coming in and saying that he is looking forward to seeing if WWE is going to continue the feud between Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins, and CM Punk. I guarantee we are going to see some sort of continuation of that tonight, given that Drew McIntyre still walked off with that bracelet of Punk's. We got a SummerSlam. Did you know Roman Reigns' return resulted in over 100 million social media views, making it the biggest SummerSlam social moment of all time? Interesting. So 11 years ago, the Wyatt family made their debut in Baltimore, Maryland. So that's the significance of why we're seeing the Wyatt Sicks have their debut match in six-man tag team action later on tonight. As right now we're seeing more hype packages from this past weekend at SummerSlam, showcasing a lot of what Jelly Roll had done this weekend. And we've got Damian Priest is storming to the ring, and man, he is pissed off. Well, I guess anybody would be if you lost the World Heavyweight title and one of your best friends betrayed you because of that. Or one of your best friends betrayed you, causing the loss of the title. Finn Balor, well, I think it's smart that Finn is hanging backstage and doing his promo through the Titantron right now. Well, Leeds, you called out why exactly why the Judgment Day or why Finn turned on or I should say kicked out Damian Priest. Bobby Stats is coming in and saying that he's interested in seeing when we get Priest and Balor. I'm going to say we get it at Bash in Berlin, perhaps. I'm wondering. I'm wondering when the JD Damian match is going to happen. Or should I say bludgeoning, because Damian's going to destroy JD, I believe. And there we go. We got our general manager, Adam Pierce, on the phone. I wonder who he's talking to. All right, Lyra Valkyria making her way to the ring. I'm not exactly sure who she's scheduled to be taking on tonight. There was nothing in any of the reports I read about who she's got tonight, but one can only assume that maybe I was going to say either Zoe or Shayna, maybe. But I know that right now they've got their situation with damage control, so I think Lyra's moving on to something else, maybe. And just as Bobby Stats had said, Shayna Baszler is who she's scheduled to take on. Now we've got Sonya and Zoe making their way to the ring, and I know Sonya has herself a match later on tonight against Dakota Kai. Do we see Damage Control make their way to the ring during this match? And Shayna immediately trying to beat up Lyra, but Lyra, I mean, she's a scrappy girl, so in their breaking news, bottom left-hand corner there, it says Randy Orton will be taking on Gunther at Bash in Berlin for the World Heavyweight Championship. Bobby Stats is coming saying maybe we see Io or Kyrie. I mean, yeah, because Dakota's going to have her match. Roman Reigns will be returning to SmackDown this Friday, and you can catch us here at Turnbuckle Studios Friday nights, 8 p.m., as we do the SmackDown Security Detail, where we will be doing a live watch-along of SmackDown. Well, that was a good attempt at a gut-wrench powerbomb from Lyra. Lyra looking to go airborne there. We got Zoe and yeah, I kind of figured we were going to see this. We were going to see Zoe try to get in. However, Lyra, being a bit ahead of her and kicked her in the head, knocked her off the mat or the ring. And now Sonya takes a kick. But we got the Karakuna clutch right now, and I think this could be it for Lyra. Unless, oh, look, Lyra, again, like I said, she's a scrappy woman, man, and she just fought herself out of it. And Lyra just connected with her finisher. And look, oh, yeah, there's the disqualification. I kind of figured we were going to get this. We got some shenanigans right now. Sonya Deville and Zoe Stark now beating on Lyra. And now Shayna Baszler looking to get her some. And of course, here they come. Here comes Damage Control for the save. They toss Lyra aside. I kind of figured we were going to see Lyra coming out right now. Or I mean, Damage Control coming out right now. And now we've got a brawl between all 6 women here. Which, I mean, if you're going to have all 6 women brawling right now, you might as well just move on into Sonya Deville versus... yeah, you might as well just move right in with Sonya versus Dakota. And we're getting a preview for the Final Testament. AOP, by the way, from the Final Testament will be in action later on tonight against the New Day. Like, we really need to see that match again. Later on tonight, and now, oh, look at that. We've got CM Punk walking around in the locker room right now. CM Punk is coming up next. And we've got our first commercial break, the 1 hour. It hasn't been exactly 1 hour, it's been 55 minutes. And on that note, guys, since we're in a commercial break, I'm going to showcase a little bit of some of the stuff we've got at the turnbuckle at the Red Bubble here. So take a look.
The official Turnbuckle Studio shop is open. Official merchandise from all the favorite shows, plus merchandise you can only find here. Stuff from Turnbuckle Studios. Carl Carafel unboxes. The Boar's Nest with Bubba Duke. Miscellaneous products that you can only find here. Beats and beatdowns. And Turnbuckle Talk. Find all this merchandise exclusively at carlcarafel.redbubble.com.
Yeah, that's carlcarafel.redbubble.com, where you can find all of our merchandise here. And I'll run that link just as soon as I can find it here. There it is right here. All right, we are looking at our pal Scott Stanford right here in Canada as he's promoting SmackDown coming to Edmonton, which again, one of our own Chris Parrish will be at that show live. All right, looks like we are going right back to the action here. WWE breaks American attendance record for SummerSlam with 57,791. And of course, that's an American record, not the overall SummerSlam record, which that still belongs to Old Wembley Stadium in London, England, 1992. Bret Hart Bulldog for the Intercontinental title headlining that show. And we're looking at all the headlines from all the sports outlets that have covered SummerSlam this weekend. Okay, we've got the Creed brothers with Ivy Nile. Ivy, I don't know. My brain went all fetal paddle flu. If you're in the Twitch chat, do not click that link, everybody. That is a robot. But Bobby Stats coming in and saying he's asking who I think from Raw could challenge Cody, since a SmackDown wrestler is taking on Gunther at Bash in Berlin. Trying to think who from Raw could do that. I mean, the man entering the ring right now, one CM Punk and Cody, would put on a hell of a match. But I don't think it's going to be Punk. I don't think it's going to be Drew or Seth. Frankly, I think we could even see Solo get a rematch, or perhaps I'd like to see Finn Balor go over, and maybe even well, it's not going to be Finn or Damian, because I think they're going to fight at the Bash in Berlin. But Finn would be a great opponent for Cody, as would Damian. I can't answer that question, Bobby. I really can't. And Bobby Stats coming in thinking that it could maybe Bronson Reed or Karrion Kross. I mean, I kind of would be happy for Karrion, because I really don't want him with the New Day anymore, or feuding with the New Day, I should say. Okay, so Cody, CM Punk challenging Drew to a rematch, but the Architect, Seth Rollins, making his way to the ring. Or Seth's music is playing. Oh, there he is, and it looks like he actually raided Adam Page's locker. Now we know eventually we're going to get Seth and Punk as well. And it looks like Seth is dressed to fight, by the way. Minus that cowboy fringe looking. Oh, he's got a mic. He's gonna say he's got something to say. So Seth and Punk were about to brawl it out, and now we've got Drew coming out to interrupt it. Oh, Bronson is Bronson is making a mark here and has just attempted to take down Seth Rollins. Holy Christ. Punk, meanwhile, has chased off Drew McIntyre. So right now we've got Damian trying to hunting down Finn in that locker room. We've got Punk chasing Drew in that locker room. I kind of want to be a fly on the wall in that locker room, not going to lie. But right now we've got Bronson Reed just destroying Seth Rollins right now. Well, no, he talked about making an impact to Pierce earlier, and I think he did just that just now. And he's not done. He's not done. And up he goes again. Somebody's got to stop this dude. I was going to say, typically in a spot like this, you see internal bleeding from the victim of the attack. And I was going to say, I didn't see that until just now when I saw Seth Rollins actually spitting out blood. And this is kind of an injury spot that we have not seen in a long time. And correct me if I'm wrong, but the last time I can remember this was a spot like this was Chris Jericho attacking Ken Shamrock. They may have done it before, but that's one of the more memorable ones I can recall. Trying to get Seth out of there, trying to get Bronson out of there. Punk and Drew are off somewhere chasing each other in the arena. The chaos. This episode is a chaotic episode. So we fade to commercial right now, and or fade to yet another. Or we're looking at CM Punk, Roman Reigns return. Commercial for Friday, SmackDown. The Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns, makes his return to SmackDown, obviously to address costing Solo the championship. We got Bobby Stats coming into the chat room also asking right now, if the Lucha Brothers do leave AEW, would you like to see them come to WWE? I think that would be interesting to see what the Lucha Brothers could do uh in NXT, first of all. But at the same time, I feel like their style would be more beneficial for TNA. And Bobby Stats coming in and acknowledging our tribal chief. Right now, let's take a look at another thing we've got going on.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Wrestling, a love and a passion we all share. I've started a wrestling brand, the wrestling brand. A brand founded on the aspects of wrestling. Two entities working together to create a product that connect emotionally for people everywhere. Collar and Elbow is the brand. Passion and love for wrestling is the drive. I am Al Snow, and this is Collar and Elbow, the wrestling brand.
That's right. If you go to collarandelbowbrand.com, use the promo code JKPodcast to get 10% off any one of your purchases. That's collarandelbowbrand.com. Yeah, really hammering home. Well, this promotion for SmackDown. Well, it's going to be happening in a month, and we got the Raw in Calgary just a couple of days afterwards. Also, November, we've got War Games coming to Vancouver, British Columbia. Unfortunately, I won't be able to go to War Games because that's on the other side of the country, and it costs way too much for me to fly there. Ooh, this is interesting. We got a commercial for the WWE Knuckle Crunchers, but on the right side of the screen here, we've got a countdown to when Raw will come back. And we're looking at the attack Bronson Reed just did to Seth Rollins from moments ago. Oh, we're getting an answer from Adam Pearce right now. So it looks like Punk will not be getting his hands on Drew McIntyre as Drew McIntyre has fled the building. Leeds is saying this has been awesome tonight. Yeah, it's been a decent show so far, but right now it's about to take a bit of a dive as we got the Authors of Pain getting set to take on the New Day. And of course, the New Day are promoting their promotion with the Ninja Turtles as there's a WWE Ninja Turtles action figure set. With Roman Reigns as Shredder, Kofi as Michelangelo, Xavier Woods as Donatello. I think the Authors of Pain should win this matchup because I said it last week. I'm ready for the New Day and for the Final Testament to move away from each other. And we go to a commercial break during this match. I feel like we just got back from commercial break. Authors, Bobby Stats coming in saying Authors of Pain should be the next tag team champions, or the next tag team go after the tag team champions. I don't see that happening just yet, but I do see them eventually maybe becoming contenders for the tag team titles somewhere down the line. So why don't we throw up another one of our commercials here? That's right. If you go to rogueenergy.com, use the promo code PARISH for 10% off of not just your first order, but all of your orders. And there's a ton of great flavors over there as well. One of my personal favorites is the Rocket Pop flavor. Highly recommend that one. Back to the action here. We got that overhead camera shot, one of my favorite shots that they've recently started, that they've introduced ever since the new guy took over production for WWE back in January. We got that's interesting too. Down in the bottom left corner, they've got they're kind of giving credit to who your backstage reporter, your backstage interviewers are, and who your commentators are on Raw tonight. That's cool. Kind of giving it that overall sports feel, as it were, as we see right now. Xavier Woods getting the hot tag here. Still to come tonight, Wyatt Sicks in the takes on Chad Gable and the Creed brothers in 6-man tag team action. I'm totally looking forward to that one. We're probably about an hour away from that match starting. Damian Priest goes one-on-one with JD McDonough. That is taking place tonight. I thought it maybe was going to happen next week. And we still have yet to see Dominic and Rhea. We saw Dominic show up with Finn Balor during that Titantron promo there, but oh, that trust fall looked really bad. But we got Karrion Kross interfering here. Referee being distracted by Scarlett. Oh, wait a second here. Well, holy fuck. It's been a year and a half, and Odyssey Jones has finally made his way to Raw. And he made his way out to attempt to help the New Day. Or, well, he is helping the New Day. This is I guess we can end the joke on when Odyssey Jones is going to show up, because here he is. And now Karrion Kross trying to take down Odyssey Jones. I don't think that's going to help. Big boy like him. I've got a promo from JD McDonough right now. SmackDown's A-Town Down Under making their way to the ring right now as they get set to take on the Awesome Truth. That's the Miz and R-Truth. As Bobby Stats is coming in and saying Zion Quinn was recently spotted at TNA tapings in Florida. It's interesting. And what's interesting right now is this tag team match that we are going to get, because I expect that we're going to get a very entertaining match between these four gentlemen, especially with R-Truth out there. I know you have, Bulkster, and for whatever reason, OMD just credited me for those jokes in our chat, so you may want to have a chat with him about that. As right now, we are about halfway through the show. And what I usually like to do when I'm halfway through any one of our programs that we have on Turnbuckle Talk, any one of our programs, as we're going to take a look at the programs we've got right here at Turnbuckle Studios. And honestly, Bulkster, too, when he got drafted last year, I had not seen any matches with Odyssey, and nor did I even look up any matches since his disappearance, essentially. But in that few minutes that I saw him there, he actually was entertaining. All right, there's the report from the Toronto Sun about Vancouver getting War Games. Several people reporting that. All right, then. Gotta say, Xavier Woods, he seemed a little bit off in that promo. All right, we're looking at Jelly Roll when he helped out the Awesome Truth with their takedown of Judgment Day, A-Town Down Under. And sometimes I tend to forget just how big of a man this Jelly Roll is. He's a big boy, man. And here we go with the Awesome Truth making their way to the ring. Is Miz rapping? Okay, he's sort of being like R-Truth's hype man kind of deal. All right, right into the action we go. And there we go. Both members of A-Town Down Under have been clotheslined outside the ring, and I feel like we're going to go to a commercial break here. See, told you, commercial break. All in all, chat, let me know how you guys have been feeling about tonight's episode of Raw now that we're just about over halfway through the show. Now, there's a sandwich I've been meaning to try, the Burger King, the KFC Zinger sandwich. It's supposed to have a bit of spice to it. Yeah, they are really hammering home this SmackDown coming to Edmonton. Kind of looking forward to that show, as I look forward to every show that we do, or that the WWE puts forward. I'm looking forward to SmackDown. I'm looking forward to the Great American Bash Night 2 tomorrow night. Yeah, Bobby Stats coming inside tonight has been a solid episode. I kind of agree. I agree with you on that one, Bobby. Actually, what I'm noticing about tonight's show, and I'm really liking it, and I kind of want to see them do this a little bit more, but I'm noticing that there is a smooth flow between everything, where we're getting like, okay, this feud's done. We're going to show you stuff from this feud, and it's just been a smooth transition toward between everything that that Monday Night Raw can give us. I mean, I'm a little bit curious about this whole we got SmackDown guys over on Raw. I'm curious about who shows up on SmackDown. And as I said earlier, SmackDown shows up. You can catch our SmackDown show, the SmackDown Security Detail, this Friday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. Thank you, Bobby Stats, for that like. Right now, we are right in the middle of Awesome Truth and A-Town Down Under as we come back and we see a really dark lighting on the crowd, but you can still see that it is a packed house. I mean, the way they're lighting the crowd tonight, it almost has that that UFC or boxing style lighting, where the first few rows at ringside are lit, the ring is lit, the back crowd is lit, and the crowd in the upper bowl is lit. And as I said earlier, we are getting this match is actually pretty entertaining right now. I'm actually really enjoying this. I just saw Miz accidentally kick Truth in the head there. Well, now Miz has been accidentally taken out by R-Truth here, and Austin Theory. Austin Theory still standing, and I think we're going to get the A-Town, his finisher there. I can't think of the name of it, but he does pull off the victory. Grayson Waller and Austin Theory taking off with the win. Miz being knocked down at ringside makes me wonder something. Makes me wonder. We've been seeing a lot of split ups of stables and stuff like that, so I'm wondering if we finally see the Awesome Truth finally split. Not tonight, because we're going to see an Damian Priest promo. Well, here we go. JD with Carlito making his way to the ring right now. Bobby Stats is coming in and saying it's nice that Odyssey Jones is on Raw. Maybe you can build him up as a potential challenger to the IC title. Sure, why not? I mean, it'll be a while yet till we see him in that kind of contendership. I'm curious about what he does with the New Day. And if Big E ever comes back, I'm wondering how he's going to now fit into this. Does the New Day become a four-man stable? It's going to be intriguing. I'm keeping my mind open for this situation. But right now, coming up next, JD McDonough, Damian Priest. Damian's going to start getting his revenge on the Judgment Day for what they did to him, or for what Finn did to him at SummerSlam. Still no sign of Rhea. Now I'm beginning to think maybe we don't get Rhea tonight. And just so everyone's aware, as far as the Judgment Day stuff goes, I just kind of thought about this. All of the original members of Judgment Day are now out. And notice how the two that got kicked out recently, I'm talking Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest, were both former world champions. And then the third one, of course, that being Adam Copeland, Edge, former multiple-time world champion. Judgment Day really likes kicking world champions out. Finn, I'd watch your back if I were you. Even though Finn was never world champion in WWE, and I'm using the term world champion to refer to the world championship on Raw, the big gold that Edge held, and the women's world championship that Rhea held. However, Finn, I believe, and I'm going to take a look at this just to make sure, I believe Finn had the IWGP World Championship in Japan. All right, so he's a 3-time IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship holder. Got another SummerSlam. Did you know WWE had over 580 million social media views during SummerSlam, making it the most social SummerSlam ever? Right now, we're looking at Randy Orton and Gunther. Gunther is saying some stuff to him. I can't quite hear it. I don't have my volume up. Looking at what was said earlier, actually, between the two men as they get ready for their forthcoming match at Bash in Berlin. Looking at, okay, all right. Our Intercontinental Champion there is Braun Breaker, about to do an interview with Kathy Kelly. Let's see what he's got to say. Okay, I like that promo. Braun's still saying that even though he is the Intercontinental Champion, he is still not the hunted, that he is still the hunter. And then going on to promote the championship and saying that there is not a man on earth that can take his name off the title. And he specifically pointed out his name on the side plates. See, it's promos like that, guys, that really help get the belt over. And I know that sometimes you got to promote yourself with that championship. You got to promote that championship, make that belt look important. And he put the locker room on notice that, yes, I am the Intercontinental Champion, but you are not taking this title off of me. As we see Damian Priest making his way to the ring. As we know, on Saturday, he was betrayed by Finn Balor. And I guarantee you, we are going to get Finn and Damian. I'm calling it right now. It's going to be Finn and Damian at Bash in Berlin. And if Damian Priest knows, I mean, JD's got Carlito out there. But we know that Finn, Dom, and now Liv Morgan are lurking in that locker room. Damian will know that he's got to have his head on a swivel as far as watching for any further back shenanigans in this matchup. We got Finn trying to, JD trying to take the fight to Damian, but Damian is just, nope. He is not not a happy camper. He's doing what he can right now. Oh, Jesus Christ. Took his head off with that big boot there. The crowd obviously firmly behind Damian. Bobby Stats coming in saying that he agrees that it's going to be Finn and Damian at Bash. Oh, Doc, no, that's Flash JD McDonough coming right back into it. Next Monday, Raw will be coming to us live from Austin, Texas, and you can be rest assured that myself and I believe Parrish will be back, I believe Carl will be back, and I believe Bubba will be back, but OMD will not be for the Raw Patrol next week. Now these guys are I'm kind of liking the, oh, Jesus, that kick. Knocking JD from the middle of the ring to the outside. But I was just going to say, I like the fact that they're trading blows right here in the middle of the ring. But damn, man, that kick. So tomorrow night, Great American Match, Trick Williams goes one-on-one with Pete Dunne. This should be an entertaining match. And tomorrow night on night 2, we're going to have Ethan Page taking on Oro Mensah for the as he defends the NXT title against him. Axiom and Nathan Frazier will be defending their NXT tag team titles against the Rascals. I think that's going to be a great match. But the one match I'm looking forward to, and we got there's a lot of history between these two men, but we've got Joe Coffey, and say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. That's going to be a fantastic match. It's going to be a fun match. Kalani Jordan defends her NXT Women's North American Championship against Tatum Paxley as well. It's going to be a fun match, a great match as well. Ren Sinclair goes one-on-one with Kendall Gray as well. Pete Dunne is not just great, Bobby. He is fantastic. Absolutely love watching him wrestle. But again, during the opening, the first half of night 2, you're going to see myself doing Turnbuckle Talk, 8:05 p.m. Eastern, right here on Turnbuckle Studios. Be sure to tune in and check it out. Listen to the wrestling news of the week. It's going to be brought to you by myself, as I believe Carl Carafel will once again be not available tomorrow. And OMD will not be available tomorrow. Bobby Sats coming in saying that he will be watching both shows tomorrow. Glad to see that you're going to be a part of the show tomorrow. All right. And he's also saying that he too believes in Joe Hendry. And right back to the action as Damian just continues. JD's been trying his hardest to do what he can to take down Damian, but Damian has just found an answer for everything that JD has tried to assault him with the exception of this moonsault right now. As we see Damian Priest kicking out at the count of 2 there. It's actually been, this has been a fantastic match. Very entertaining for sure. Oh, look at the look on JD or Damian's face. Oh. So again, looking at tonight's results, Sheamus defeats Ludwig Kaiser. Odyssey Jones saves the New Day from defeat against the Authors of Pain. A-Town Down Under defeat Awesome Truth. And JD is just getting his butt kicked. That Falcon Arrow, man, that throwing Falcon Arrow, throw him halfway across the ring. JD playing it smart, though, rolling outside, trying to squash this the momentum that Damian Priest has come in here with. Damian rolling him back into the ring. Carlito still has yet to be a factor in this matchup, by the way. Well, they just took a kick to the head, Carlito did, and I think he's down. But again, Finn and Dom are still lurking around somewhere in that locker room. And again, there's Finn. Spoke too soon a bit on that one. Now Carlito getting in there, getting his licks in. Oh, man, look at the look on Damian's face. And there's Dom. Dom's in there now, too. Now it's everybody in Judgment Day doing their thing. And even Liv is now in there, but she hasn't done anything just yet. You know, Priest is trying to fight everybody off, but I mean, the numbers game could catch up to him. Liv is still, yeah, I saw that. I knew that was going to happen. And now Liv, that X Factor. Oh, they're Dom taking him out with that chop block, and now Liv getting some licks in as well. Oh, Liv, you need to boot fuck it out of that ring right now because here comes mommy, and she is pissed. Oh, Rhea Ripley. Oh, she's got a hold of Liv now. And of course, Dom being a little chicken shit, running all the way to the locker room somewhere. Oh, yep, I saw that. I saw Dom coming back to save Liv. She was attempting, Rhea was attempting a powerbomb, and right now, back inside the ring, JD is taking out, trying to fight. Now JD's got to deal with Rhea too. Oh, nice headbutt there. And it's obvious that we're going to see some kind of a pseudo alliance here between Damian and Rhea, and I like that. I really like that. I mean, both people were kicked out of the Judgment Day. So they both have obviously their gripes. That's what we wanted to see. That's what we wanted to see. We got Rhea and Damian hugging each other in the ring, holding each other's hands up high in Victor. And we got a sign on the crowd that says Dom is a dirty little hamster. I guess you can call him that. We're going to look at the package for Roman Reigns' return on Saturday. We're also going to take a look at what Bobby Stotts had just said. Bobby Stotts is now coming in and saying, I'm thinking we could see a mixed tag team match or another single match at Bash in Berlin. I firmly believe that we're going to get Damian and Finn is going to be one-on-one, and Rhea is going to get her rematch against Liv Morgan. I don't know if Rhea takes the win on that one, though. I don't know. As I've said, it's been a pretty chaotic, but rightfully so. It's been a chaotic episode of Raw. And now we're looking at worldwide reactions from inside the crowd to regarding Roman's return. Roman Reigns returns this Friday, and once again, Turnbuckle Studios is going to be proud to bring to you Turnbuckle. Oh, Damage Control attacking or being attacked by Sonya Deville and Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler. Those three women need a name for their stable, by the way. I thought we were gonna. Maybe not. I guess we're not getting Sonya and Dakota, because right now they're attacking Dakota's knee, and Dakota is selling it like as if there's no match to happen. But we'll see. Because I mean, we're going to commercial break right now. But as I was trying to promote before we saw that attack, we're going to be seeing Roman Reigns make his return on SmackDown, where you can catch the SmackDown Security Detail, Turnbuckle Studios, 8 p.m. Eastern. As it'll be me again this week, but it's usually OMD and myself doing a live watch along of the SmackDown. Got some a little bit of breaking news right now from the desks of one Carl Carafel. And once again, I'm going to throw up the link here. Just give me 1 second. As soon as I... At carlcarafel.redbubble.com, we've got some new merch there. Head on over to carlcarafel.redbubble.com and check out everything that we've got for your purchasing needs. So Sonya Deville making her way to the ring now. Now we've got the question: Will Dakota Kai be able to make it out to the ring for her match, or does she take on another member of the Damage Control? I mean, although I can't really see it being Kairi because she doesn't look like she was in ring gear. Actually, Dakota Kai wasn't in ring gear either. Or I mean, Io Sky, not Dakota Kai. Dakota Kai is in her ring gear as we're watching the beatdown once again. So I don't know. Do we get a surprise maybe? Or do we... Or does Dakota try to make her way out and try to become like the underdog here and try to fight Sonya? We'll have to see here in just a moment. Oh, she's cutting a promo. Well, that just answers my question. Io Sky is coming out to take over Dakota Kai's spot, and it's going to be Io Sky against Sonya Deville. And Bobby Stotts coming in and saying it's nice to see that Sonya Deville is getting showcased, and yeah, it actually is. I'm glad that she's back in the ring, and I'm glad that we're back to this Sonya Deville that will kick your ass. We got this. It's the MMA style of Sonya Deville we've got back, and I like that. I really do. That was my favorite version of Sonya. That was a little bit messed up. Io Sky tried to kick Zoe in the face, but I think Zoe was a little bit too far away from the ring there. But now we've got Kyrie. Io Sky's down in the down after being whipped into the post. I think they need to update that NXT commercial because a lot of the stars. We just got an NXT commercial for Sportsnet 360 up here, and well, they need to update that because the majority of the people that were featured there are now on the main roster. Just as actually, I need to update my intro, some intros that for the SmackDown Security Detail and the Raw preview. Which, by the way, with the Raw preview, you can catch it 7 p.m. Eastern over on the Boar's Nest. I think it's on Turnbuckle Studios as well at 7 p.m. Eastern, just before we go live for Raw. Bobby Sats coming in saying both ladies in this match would be great opponents for Liv Morgan after she is done with Rhea Ripley. I agree with you. They'd also be great opponents for Rhea Ripley if she takes the title from Liv as well. Back to the action we go, and Sonya Deville keeping up with her beatdown on Io Sky right now. We got a bit of a 3-on-2 situation going on here. Looking at tonight's headlines again, as for those who are missing out and just tuning in, Randy Orton will face Gunther at Bash in Berlin for the title. Bronson Reed attacks Seth Rollins. Judgment Day attacked Damian Priest, but Rhea Ripley comes out and makes the save. Damian Priest, of course, walking away. Roman Reigns returns to SmackDown this Friday. A lot of big news coming out of tonight's show. A lot of big news that came out of SummerSlam, which again tomorrow night, 8:05 Eastern, Turnbuckle Talk. You'll be able to hear most of the wrestling news stories that we've got to cover. It's a weird looking bump that Sonya Deville just took from a drop kick to the knee. She kind of took a back bump, which I've never seen anybody really do that. Got Io Sky right now going up top right now. And catching her with that front drop kick. There's a cover and a 2 count. You're not going to get Sonya off that maneuver there, Io. Zoe Stark assisting with that. Yeah, here comes Kyrie trying to just. She's a little. Oh, now we got Io Sky taking both Shayna and Zoe are down, and now Io trying to do what she can. Oh, wait a minute. Kyrie Sane going up top. Io Sky going up top beside her. They're on the same top rope here. Or she's on the, she was on the post there. I'm talking Kyrie Sane. And they both took a dive and took all 3 ladies from Damage Control down. Or I mean, all 3 ladies from Sonya Deville's group. Like I said, they need to come up with a name. And there's that moonsault from Io Sky and the 3 count. Io Sky takes the win, gets a little bit of degree of revenge for what happened to Dakota Kai. And we're looking at Sami Zayn and Ilya Dragunov right now. There it is, folks. Next week, Intercontinental title will be on the line as Sami Zayn gets his rematch against Braun Breaker. Michael Cole saying Seth Rollins is out with possible internal bleeding. And I got to question Michael's wording on that because we saw Seth spitting up blood. We've got the Wyatt Sicks here. Okay, so we have ourselves a new stable name for the Creed brothers and Chad Gable. They are calling themselves American Made. So they make their way to the ring right now. Also, we saw the last of the Wyatt Sicks interviews with this week featuring Joe Gacy, and that was a bit that was batshit insane. Yeah. We're looking at the promo for next week's Raw, which will be taking place in Austin, Texas. But you can catch all our live reactions next week from the Raw Patrol at 8 p.m. Eastern. But up next, guys, it's the match we've all been waiting for. The Wyatt Sicks taking on Chad Gable and the Creed brothers, American Made, as they're calling themselves. And again, another promo talking about Roman Reigns' return at SummerSlam, but he will make his SmackDown return this Friday night. I like so last week all we did we complained about the amount of commercial breaks, but there is a moment in time when some of these commercial breaks make sense. So right now we've got Chad Gable and the Creed brothers waiting in the ring, and this is just building that hype to the Wyatt Sicks making that entrance. And I say the entrance and not the match because the entrance is probably going to be fantastic. And as was stated earlier tonight, I now get why we're getting the Wyatt Sicks having their debut match right here in Baltimore on this Monday Night Raw, and it's because of the fact that 11 years ago, the Wyatt family made their debut in Baltimore, Maryland on Monday Night Raw. So the Wyatt family, the Wyatt universe, I suppose you can say, have a bit of a history when it comes to the city of Baltimore. And just looking at a commercial for the Jays on Sportsnet right now is where I'm anxiously awaiting for this match to start off, as we got Scott Stanford coming up right now. Maybe promoting the Raw in Calgary, because I don't think he's talked about that yet tonight. A lot of Canadian dates coming up. I'm very excited about the fact that, talking about Survivor Series War Games coming to Vancouver. And now we got a promo for Call of Duty, which now has characters Rhea Ripley, Cody Rhodes, and Rey Mysterio in it. And again, I said this on Saturday. It looks, it's kind of interesting seeing that you can use wrestling moves as melee kills. As we see Rhea Ripley using her Riptide to get the win. It just looks weird seeing Rey Mysterio running with a gun. All right. But next week on Raw, Intercontinental title. 2 out of 3 falls. Intercontinental title match. Braun Breaker, Sami Zayn. Also, next week in action, a WWE Tag Team #1 Contenders Championship match for the women's tag team titles, as Damage Control take on Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark. But here we go. Oh, wow. Again. And we're starting off everybody brawling. This is what I wanted this match to start off looking like. Oh, man. We've got Uncle Howdy sitting in the Bray Wyatt rocking chair, kind of blocking off the exit. There is no escape right now for the Creed brothers or Chad Gable, with both Nikki Cross and Uncle Howdy now blocking off the entranceway. And we've got Rowan, Gacy, and Dexter Lumis in the ring. Or actually, it's only Rowan and Gacy, but Lumis is getting in. Lumis wants to get started off. Let's go, boys. Let's get that bell rung. And I read up on something about Dexter Lumis here and about his look here, and I never really put two and two together when I saw the look last week. But he's paying tribute to, obviously, legendary metal singer, film director Rob Zombie. To be more specific, I mean, the look that I get when I'm looking at Dexter is he's just destroying one of the Creed brothers right now. Is that one of the Creed? Yeah, that's one of the Creeds. Oh, Joe Gacy, I love you, man. Joe Gacy just got tagged in. Okay, that's Julius Creed in the ring. Julius. Brutus now just got in, and now he's being taken down. Oh, and Chad just tried to take down Dexter. Oh, now we got a they're trying to cut the ring off. They're trying to cut the ring off from Dexter Lumis there. Rowan power bombing Dexter to the outside, taking out American Made. With the Wyatt Sicks are just kicking their ass as we go to commercial break. And I really don't want them to go to, I didn't want them to go to commercial break during this match. I kind of was hoping that even though we got that first hour commercial free, that we would get them the last match commercial free. And that's the way it's going to be once Raw, SmackDown, and everything else, for us up here at least, go to Netflix. So that's right, guys. When for those of you in the States who some of your programming is still going to get commercials, we're going to be commercial free. So you will get the chance when you get to tune in. When you tune in to catch our reactions, you will hear our commercial free reactions to everything going on. jeez. And we're back to the action here. As right now, American Made actually has the advantage over the Wyatt Sicks right now. Yeah. Jesus, the agility of Joe Gacy, man. Just blows my mind. I'm so glad that he's up on the main roster. So glad that he's wrestling on the main roster right now. So glad that we're seeing Rowan in the ring. Glad to see Dexter Loomis is back. Glad to see Uncle Howdy is back. Friggin', I'm glad that everybody in the Wyatt Sicks is back. And I'm also glad to see that the Creed brothers are getting a main event spot. We've seen Chad Gable get a main event spot several times over the last year. And Rowan is back to his dominant ways, and just I can't help but smile at this. There's also Bobby Stats is coming in saying that he too is glad to see Eric Rowan back in a WWE ring. There's a part I'm part glad, part sad because of the fact that when he wasn't with the WWE, he was doing tours with the CWE, and I missed the opportunity last year to go and see him. However, OMD, Carl, and I believe Bubba Duke were all there, and there's as Rowan tries to go for the 3 count. Right now, all 3 of the Creed brothers, American Made, trying to take him down. Yeah, it's tall. Excuse me. It's a tall order to take down a big man like the size of Rowan. But they are doing the smart strategy and trying to do a divide and conquer kind of situation over the Wyatt Sicks right now. Because really, nobody knows what the Wyatt Sicks can do as a team. And Chad Gable, again, that impressive strength of Chad Gable coming into play with that German suplex on Eric Rowan there. Oh, no. Well, the Creed brothers are down. All that's left is Chad Gable. Oh, the Creed brothers coming up behind. Okay. And both men getting a Uranagi right onto the table. Shades of Bray Wyatt with that maneuver, by the way, as the Uranagi was one of Bray's favorite maneuvers. On the claw hold right into, I'm going to call that a claw slam, I suppose you could say. And here comes Gacy and Loomis. And once again, a power bomb on Dexter Loomis right onto Chad Gable. What's Loomis doing? He's on the top rope now. What's he looking to do here? And a splash. And there it is. 3 count. Wyatt Sicks take the friggin' win. Just wow. Bobby Stats is coming in and saying maybe I can meet him if I do end up going to a WWE show. Yeah, I mean that's possible. I mean, maybe if I go to Survivor Series, but again, can't afford it. But ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Raw Patrol. I'm gonna leave you. I'm gonna showcase again the amount of shows that we have right here at Turnbuckle Studios after I've given out my socials. Actually, you can find me youtube.com at CBRS Entertainment, twitch.tv CBRS_entertainment, threads.net at CBestFilms83, facebook.com Chris.best83, tiktok.com at CBRS.entertainment. And if you want to look for me at any one of the shows that we've got going on here, or look for any of us, just watch this video here. Ladies and gentlemen, you have been a fantastic audience. Be sure to come in tomorrow night, 8:05 p.m. Eastern, to check out Turnbuckle Talk. Have yourself a wonderful evening.